Hello, welcome back, Steve's Corner. Ain't nothing like the spring in Augusta. Masters started this week. Last weekend they had the U.S. Women's Amateur. Little lady from England won that thing. She birdied 3 out the last 4 holes, 15, 17, and 18 to win that thing. The one at 15 put her one behind. The one at 17 made her even. And the one at 18 won it for her. She's money all day long, dog. She got a good little golf game. Unreal. But the girl that was, the young lady that was in first place in the clubhouse, waiting on the other lady to finish, was she shot 6 under. She started the day 1 under, I think it was. Ended up 7 under because 8 won it. And then to get beaten on the last hole like that, man, that's tough. That's a tough way to lose a tournament, man. But I mean, she had an amazing round. But I took Dad years ago. I think, yeah, 2010 when we went. That was the year Tiger made his first comeback that year from his wife beating his car up with a club and everything. That was his first tournament back. We got to saw him we went down on a practice day. Got to saw him coming up 18. He played with the Freddie Couples. I like Freddie Couples. He never wore any socks. He was a good golfer too, though. Yeah, I liked him. But we were sitting now. I guess it was when we were sitting on 18, up around the green there. Talk about the springtime and the pollen falling. It looked like there was something on fire over there in the woods. All that pollen just blown, because you got pine trees all down the side of the fairways. And it's just like a big chimney out there with that wind blowing down them fairways in between them pines. And it was that yellow dust coming off all them pine trees, man. I mean, it was... it looked just like something was in the woods were on fire somewhere. It's how thick it was. All we could think about, me and Dad, was that somebody's going to end up in the hospital at night. But Dad always thought that the Masters was the start of actual spring. And normally, you know, he's pretty much right. Up until about now, man, we still have a chance of frost. Nothing heavy, not a heavy one, but, you know. And the nighttime temperatures are warmer now, starting about now every year. And that's what really counts. You know, you can put stuff in your garden at the end of March, as long as they don't freeze, they'll live. But they don't really start taking off till that soil temperature hits about 50, 55. When it stays that temperature and you get them warm nights, stuff takes off in. So we're gonna put stuff in the ground this weekend. But I seen on TV where I think Biden said he was it $7 billion more dollars or whatever he's relieving of student debt. You know, that ticks me off, man. You know, him taking my money, my tax money, because that's the only place government gets their money from. They get it from us. They ain't selling anything, you know. You're going to take my tax money and give it to somebody to pay off their student loans. I don't think that's right. I just don't. You know, how come they didn't give the money to me and my daughter? You know, she had student loan when she left, but nobody paid hers but her. You know, we had that parent loan, but we had to pay it off. Ain't nobody give us no money to do that. You know, we knew going in that we was going to have take a few $1,000s in a loan to finish her out. You know, and we were obligated to pay it. It's no different. You know, everybody wasn't meant to go to college. Everybody can't afford to go to college. It scared the heck out of us, because it's like, I mean, and she went out of state. So, I mean, that's essentially like buying a new car every year for 4 years straight is what it's like. I mean, that's a lot of daggone money, man. You know, it's just not meant for everybody. But now everybody thinks they should go to college. And that's where the trouble comes in. You know, they think you ought to be, entitled to it. And you're not. He said up there the other day, I heard him on TV say that he was going to make a community college free. How do you do that? You got to pay for the building, the lights, all that stuff, man. Somebody's got to pay for it. The money's got to come from somewhere. The instructors. I mean, you got to pay for all that stuff. But no, he's going to make it free for everybody. I mean, hey man, it's great to have, man, but you're talking utopia. They're not telling you how they're going to pay for it. They're going to go up in your daggone taxes and they're going to force you to pay for it. And we're still going to be in a hole with Social Security and Medicare and everything else. And it's just compounding on itself. You know, I was ticked off in, was it '08 when the housing market went kablooey like that? And they allowed people just to walk away from the loans and stuff. I mean, that kind of stuff just ain't right, man. Somehow they got to make that money up. That money's got to be coming from somewhere. And it's coming from normal people that try to do the right thing, what it is. That understood how things are done. It just ain't right, and it ticks me off every time I hear it. But they don't care. I'm telling you, nobody up there in D.C. gives two rats' butts about Steve. Or regular Americans. They don't. If they did, they'd do something about it. I don't know, man. It just ticks me off. But I'm gonna get off of here. I got some stuff I gotta do. Me and Connie just come from Petersburg. They got a lot of junk stores, what I call them over there. I guess they're antique stores or thrift stores or whatever, you know. But I was looking for a piece on my daggone plow over there. I don't have the leveler that goes on the front of that, that hooks up to the horse. And I'd like to get that one. I don't have it. It's got all the other parts to it, but don't have that. So I'm looking at them little junk stores. I went to try Agri Supply over yonder in Petersburg to get the handles if they had any, but they don't have any. They're hard to find. I'm gonna have to order them. Is what I'm gonna have to do. But I got time. I ain't gonna fool with that for another month or two maybe. But we enjoyed ourselves over there, looking through the junk. But listen, man, y'all take care of yourselves. You enjoy your weekend, man. It's gonna be pretty down here. We'll talk with y'all later.